Kamara transform Brahma greatly. Today, Brahma don't get hope. I'm not going to say because of me, but I will say because they support me, they like me, and they like the government of Sierra Leone and His Excellency the President. A lot of things they happen. Inshallah. And see the Pagada running word we can call. One girl do one can't talk about me. One say I'm not going to take the president in time. I want to say Brahma did now you answer as the second home. Plenty people there will be say then are police people there. They not promote them. One call HE now say I mean ambassador. They say next and last submit list. I don't submit the list. It then at the HE package and I get letters the what they also give to other dignitaries the way come. If they not promote them, well, Brahman will get the cry for them. Not to only the police but as well as our staff members there. So then also they look for recruitment. The part they be what he did today because he get discipline. The free quality education when I at the end, for me are the best ever in the history of Sierra Leone. The free quality education. I dey college, I'm not able to go to school for 2 weeks because my brother not send them money day. Now school I dey for 7 days and not get food because my brother not send money. If food not there for it, what about school fees? You know day. Una get local. So by them posts the way been sent, we not go forget a more. 10. Now only 2 the work now. If technician can do a standby for the go round, that would name they get for left with the government. Because Brahma have been dark now, only SLPP through His Excellency presidentbio, make people self begin see light. I want for on behalf of the people of Brahma, say plenty thank you to your visit. The one that will be say it will not come. Well, it don't come. But me, as far as we know, the other hand that will pass, now 110 they kaya. Now 110 they kaya, not to so. Now 110 they come. They get for come back and where they can and a good road they take for make that road from Sumbiate inside Kukuna. If I reach there, I want to say plenty thank you to una all, the ministers of government, Brahma now una home because the president don't turn here in second home. So anytime I go now to the month for let them open, una open them because we never then they laugh we una say SLPP whose development una don't see na Brahma. Not also they can tell una. So why Amara Conte, Honorable Sheriff, why other Abbas there? Why I will only make more appointments that last and I not do. I hate the ambassador and they talk last and 9 days. They are not be saying one going to Ebulu. But one for tell me, thank you. God bless you, Naya.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Paramount Chief of Brahmaya Chiefdom. Brahmaya presidency no new to una, not so. Atijan Kababi don't be now. I don't get another one. They don't get it when we don't pay tax, so I don't get 2 presidents. Not so. When I talk say 2023, not to him again, not to him, not to him. What you not going to do for him? No runoff, no runoff. Knockout there. Okay. So if I reach there, and say when I get a brilliant young girl here. When Nana M. Kamara, when I don't get a message from the children, we can come give message to President Julius Madabio. When Nana M. Kamara, when I clap for Nana, must tell you the glad
Good afternoon to each and everyone. Good afternoon to our Excellency and his beautiful wife, Mama Fatima Bio. I want to say sorry to everybody because this speech I already give me so for carried. Now judges know they get this speech here. If not so that and for we don't grammar and can't read them for now. So that excuse I want to take from His Excellency and his beautiful wife, Mama Fatima Bio. Welcome speech by a school going people. My name is Mrs. Nana M. Kamawa, student of St. Mary's Secondary School. Mr. Chairman, His Excellency, Ministers, Ministers of Parliament, Directors, Heads of parastatals, members of the great SLPP, parents and guardians, our teachers, my fellow pupils, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to each and everyone. It is a privilege and honor for me to welcome the first gentleman and entourage to his second, Kailahun Kotbare of Brahma Fame. Your Excellency, I have a welcome package for you and your government here today. But before I could proceed further, my hands are behind my back. For your kind permission, for you to allow me to disclose my package. I would first of all want to say thank you. Thank you on behalf of the Brahma student population for the free and quality education. This is an unprecedented move. Not many people believe in you when you mention this in your manifesto. But today, it is all over the country with positive results. Brahma people believe, and we will continue to believe you, my president and our presidents. Thank you for this visit to your second home, Brahmaya. We are very proud of you. This visit is long-awaited one, as Brahma has always been faithful to Sierra Leone people and your leadership. Historically, Mr. President, Brahma chiefdom have suffered a lot due to the support the people gave and manifested by votes cast in previous election and representative to the Parliament and Local Government Council. Your Excellency, part of Brahma was victimized, terrorized, and destroyed in 1977 general election. Most of our stakeholders were tortured and jailed for supporting SLPP. Painfully, our neighbors are always laughing at us and asking, what has the SLPP done for you people? With all this massive support, we hope President Stop and Do Bio will change this narrative. Whoa. If you fail to do the needful, we will ever regret the action of our forefathers who had made us believe that it's only the SLPP and no other party that will develop Brahma and particular and Sierra Leone in the general. President Stop and Do Bio, we will always narrate this. If you fail to do the needful, we will ever regret the action of our forefathers who have made us believe that it is only the SLPP and no other party will develop Brahma and particular in Sierra Leone in general. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provide your acts and your government to make Brahma admirable to our critics. Amen. As a young girl growing up, I am impressed with what you have done so far in country. Let me once again, on behalf of the student population, say thank you for everything, and I am pleading with you, Mr. President, to do the following. 1. Recruitment of our trained and qualified teachers for Brahma chiefdom, as about 70% of our teachers are community teachers. We without monthly pay. We need presidential recruitment quota for the Brahma community teachers, some of whom have stayed in the classroom for over 5 years and more without pay. 2. Support and mechanize farming for our parents and continue to produce high quality of rice, groundnut, pepper, and other agricultural products. 3. Girl child education support to Brahma is highly needed, as late Ahmed Tijen Kaba of blessed in memory used to compensate reforming pupils at NPSE and Becker level with lunch and other school materials. 4. Construction of our government secondary school with boarding home facility, as promised, will be fantastic move ever. 5. A multi-purpose community center, also as promised by you, President, is another venture the youth in particular will push. 6. Electrification of Kukuna Township is also a welcome one of us students as youth, as well as parents. We have heard about the pending mini-grid projects for Kukuna, and the West African Power Pool. Whatever is first realized, we appreciate it. Mr. President, if this our package is honored by your government, Brahma Chiefdom will never convert to any other color or party. We, the young generation, will follow the footsteps of our forefathers forever, and come 2023 or 2024, you will emerge victorious with no runoff. To conclude, we are grateful to your government for conducting free, fair, and credible chieftaincy election in our chiefdom. Brahma today is very peaceful, and our current Brahman chief is an other talk and do personality. Our tribal authority in Brahma chiefdom made no mistake to vote for PC Kande Momo Samba Suleiman before the Our PC is doing very well in all fronts, including going to school to teach. Support him, Mr. President, as he is a developmental-oriented person. Long live presidentbio, long live Mama Fatima Jabibio, long live to the great SLPP, long live to Swahili. May God bless you all. One people, one country, we will always remain green forever. Thank you for giving me a perfect decorum. Once more, my name is Nana M. Kamara, the student representative of Brahma Chiefdom.
Nana, you don't worry. Your Excellency, we have listened to the young lady. I think that you don't carry the message from the elders, the young people, and everybody in Brahmaya. So we're glad at least we get them written on paper. I will now call on the SLPP Councillor, on the Cambia District Councillor of the SLPP, Councillor Abubakar Kemedon Kamara.
Your Excellency, Chairman of this very important occasions, Honorable Parliamentary, Chairman of the SLPP Constituencies, Cambia District, all protocol I want to observe. Good afternoon. Mr. President, Yana Ward 191, 55 communities, only 9 communities that get school. Mr. President, Yana communities and wards we get over 25,000 people. Now only one health center we get. That na Kukuna CHC. The 54 communities they all the way without health center. Your Excellency, I want to thank you on behalf of the people of this world. Your Excellency, the people of WASSCE, and gladly we win 2018 presidential and parliamentary election because if we win in the hands of the APC, we will be not completely marginalized we as people. Your Excellency, it will be surprise for Lunsar during the 11 years of the APC. We as people, I mean the people of Brahma Chiefdom, not been achieved development because of political affiliations. We've been seriously marginalized. Your Excellency, on behalf of the people of Ward 191 and on behalf of the people of Brahma Chiefdom, we were happy if some of the things then where they can also pay attention to them. This are the ward or chiefdom, we get 7 roads well linked to Kukuna, but these are the worst roads in the districts. Your Excellency, among the 54 communities that we don't get school, we get 7 communities, we're in bigger communities, and get sister villages where they notice access the free quality education where you don't introduce for the first time in the 54 African nations. You are the only president where introduce free quality education. One for telling plenty thank you, but also inform you say 70% of the people in this world not get access to the free quality education because most communities don't get primary schools. The one that we get, we don't get approved teachers. Your Excellency, with the server in terms of health, we want to thank NAXA because the Kukuna CHC, they're under renovation. But at the same time, we get 2 important and bigger sections like the Filaway sections and the Fotombui sections. One for appeal on behalf of women, lactating mothers, pregnant women, and under 5, we will get CHC, community health centers, and then 2 sections. These are sections where the flood, and because of the road, the flood, the communities that know they get access for Kanna, for Katene. Your Excellency, the councillors of Cambia District for the SLPP, one for thank you and one for appeal for more capacities, so that when you capacitate the SLPP councillors in the next elections, the party will win the district. Once more, I want to thank the ambassador for we will all give me the opportunity for a talk on in the presence of the elected president of the republic. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Abubakar Kemedon Kamara. Yourself don't put your point there. You know, say the free quality education, President make available for everybody. If difficulty day, obstacle day, the party I will talk to. But the day for everybody. Now, I'd like to call on the women's representative, Ya Almami Nana Kamara. Ya Almami Nana Kamara. Women's rep. Almami. Almami Nabi. Aha. Nabi.
Salamu alaikum ya manta wa masu suhune nwa makanan farade wa yamfani. Mbara menge febu menge na so mugubeto mugubara so ariyana kuto mumufari.
I don't greet everybody, including the president.
Mbara ngwa kunye febu Fatima Bio Ginera Menge Mbara Kolonto Mugubara Nyalaga Mugubara so ariyana kuto.
The same greetings to Her Excellency Fatima Bio, and that he appreciated on no see the woman than the inhabitants. They get a lot of challenges, but with the presence of Fatima Bio, Her Excellency,
Then don't be full today and then glad.
Awamukira na mengeyi mugafe biri na Fatima biyo yiname kama bumbe gina bumbe kama bumbe nara muna Fatima ira toda ba mubara nyara ba mubara soriyana ko.
So they emphasize everything about women in the hands of Her Excellency Fatima Biyo.
Kila muna mugube gire muna mugube doctor muna mugube ye muna mugumira muna Fatima ira benaga keliti ya mugumu tiki ya ina ala mugu tiki ya ina marigi.
They also emphasize for the poor road network who they lead Brahma Kukuna to Gambia, and also they talk about the electrification because President when they emphasize about the grid, but it not happening here, so they also emphasize about most of the people in the university graduate them, but they not grow. So it's a big High Excellency for make
Awam marigi mbara ala tala kama ngaya magandi if ade heri ala regule heri marigi.
So they pray God for the entourage will come.
No, kule mgoya bara ge nyana nde ngobara swari yana ko ala regule heri marigi.
And you already know say it don't happen all they go heaven because we don't see in heaven now.
Mgoya la ngo to Burama wonu walide Burama ya.
Delighted.
Wonu walide Burama ya. So benu la nyina wo malinge ala ko ngasiga yarima wonna siga yarima nana pindi ma bo be kabira wonna bayira oyo berenara jeremara wo walide
United. That now we traditional song we don't sing.
Thank you. The message don't reach. Now, I have to call the Youth Council Chairman today. Youth Council Chairman Ibrahim Pantap Kamara. In a Kamara, I don't know what they are. Where is Nubuya? Where is Sise? Where is Bagura? Where is Masare? Where is Kanu? Where is Ture? Okay, where is Kamara? This is Kamara 11. Come.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. It's a pleasure for me to stand in front of you this afternoon. But before I proceed further, I want to acknowledge the presence of certain personalities then to be missed this afternoon. Therefore, Mr. Chairman, Honorable Ministers, His Excellency Ambassador Almami Hassan Bangura, our Paramount Chief of Maya Chiefdom, Her Excellency Fatima Biyo, and His Excellency Retired Brigadier Julius Mada Biyo. Good afternoon all. The purpose for can stand in front of this afternoon. Now for can say a word or two for the youth of Brahmaya Chiefdom. Power youth una day. Power youth una day. His Excellency sir. I want to clearly tell you, sir, Brahmaya Chiefdom, you are the Chiefdom, purely SNPP since the history of Sierra Leone. But the Chiefdom is where this spent time, SNPP is totally rampant this Chiefdom because of marginalization, humiliation. His Excellency Ambassador Almami Hassan Bangura, plenty thank you. We don't can redeem this Chiefdom and bring this Chiefdom back and make sure to this Chiefdom it remain in past glory. Also, we brought when our auxiliary to the youth, we're not to nobody else, but Mr. Abbas Pomanke, quickly for we let address her within the shortest period of time before the 2023 election they come. One, now the sponsorship for youth in agriculture. 99% of youth in Ghana children they embark on agriculture. We rally it through like they support we greatly with tractor, fertilizer, and seedling. Secondly, we dey ask you for them help for recruitment in forces, that is, national and police forces.
The sad thing is, you know, if you know, so now make you know the culture.
Brahma children are the children this way is blessed with mineral resources. But yet for let me able access to mineral resources. His Excellency sir, we ask you for let you like Sander, for let me mineral resources, let me fast start down so that you can gain employment facility. His Excellency sir, we not say now you know more cable drum. We also need mobility. We not say through the help of SNPP, when we get the school picking them, where they don't go situation, they don't do course. We need granting aid where it is the district level. Let them able member Brahma children. So then we begin able get granting aid for let them able pursue their education at university level. Conclusively, I get other points, but because of time, I get to stop here now. Once more, I am Ibrahim Pantaf Kama, the youth chairman for Brahma children. The only youth where then I am ready to work hand in glove with Teti Ambassador Almami Hassan Bangura to see say SLPP grown at this.
Between the twin chieftains of Bramaya and Kolimaka, the one divide shaped the first family among ourselves. Kolimaka said, let it take madam. Una say, let it take the pa. Well, now the mama said they can't tell you now. Who side of the day? And besides, Naingoka introduced the power of all the behind because of envision. And I noticed 50% of the speech and requests and commendations from Nana Kamara now about the free education. I no go time for tell you now. The chief staff talker just now, not reach no more. He say he not been get money for pay college, so it's still for 3 months. We know in the 1960s, where they go school and put local. School fee na be 8 shillings and 4 pence. We get people they way sabi the land pass speed and get sense pass speed. Sabi play football, they play table tennis, all that kind. They been get for left school for 8 shillings and 4 pence. Then turn apprentice, today na driver, some of them are retired. Some of them get sense pass me. If me not be lucky, I know for those side day. So hey president, the old don't can give me this free education and for all man we get for tell and thank you. Because the free education is a rich all man. So with that, I recall like when I said I Mr. Believe, the most beautiful first lady this side of Africa. For can introduce a husband, and this I use one word. It's not only a husband, I love her also. But me don't tell her that book. Whether me the right finance school letter, they are adulterate. When passing by your domicile, I find a beauty. So you can't talk about the adulterate. So I recall Her Excellency, Madam Fatima Julius Mada Woni Bio, for introduce the husband. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, sir. The Honorable Paramount Chiefs, all the chiefs here present, the party chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. Ramaya Nuali. Wanademi Susota. If I don't talk about Maningo, I go talk about Maningo. Anuali. Tanate. Tanatia. Aha, Alabarka. Alhamdulillah, today we don't come Naya. Before even Bramaya, they claim Marabio, me no say Bramaya and Marabio in home. And that one day we don't become very clear to me. They want. Because when somebody is struggle in a military, there is somebody where believe in development, somebody will focus and want for making country better. The first time we get the opportunity for work, you know, they ever forget that side. And I believe say Cambia and the district where His Excellency work first, and for let it be this Superman, Cambia self-help for Molam for make it be this good man where he be today. So I want to say thank you, Cambia district. Now for all the women them waiting in Cambia, especially Bramaya, I want to follow on and know say una na the reason why Marabio they live every day. Marabio believes say if he gives Sierra Leone the whole everything whether they ask for, but if you don't pull the load na the woman they hate, he not do nothing. And I know say that the reason that one day we make it not a joke with the free quality education, because the free quality education now we the woman they benefit. But I also know say yes, mama the free quality education they can go on. Now we move from the free education to self, to their own self now. Where are they now the other chiefdom just now, then they tell me say woman and then I will not ever see 1 million leons for themselves. They say woman and they will not one day see 1 million leons for themselves. Now His Excellency say I tell una say by the grace of Inshallah, where we go back, they give me a proper date where me one day come, when I me and me woman they no more now who they can give conflict. And when they come, I they promise una say I no go come empty hand. Inshallah. And I they promise una back say not till next year they come. Now this year. Inshallah. And I they promise una back say not to 6 months I go take, but I go come very soon, inshallah. I know say na introducer for introduce His Excellency, because now we all want can listen to Onaya today. But I would just want for bring something to our attention so that the time where they come, Lord begin to remember what I be not tell una. Now the biggest sick where they kill women then in this country today na cancer. The sick na cancer where they catch woman inside a womb, inside the pikin they lead on. Now that sick day, na in the sick where they kill woman them. The only other thing where they kill woman them pass that one day na malaria. Now I want for them be mama them know say under the leadership of Julius Madabio, we don't get medicine we go make who pikin and no go get us sickly. Me and you we don't all for that medicine day. But me and you we able for protect we pikin them for let them no go get that sickly. So in the next 10 years, 15, 20 years, they will pikin them waiting up so they no go ever sabi waiting at the word cervical cancer. So do you I go for come? Where they come and they bring them that medicine they can show. Because now you know the mama they una for trust the medicine before we give una picking them. But I want for promise una say as una picking and take that medicine day, the word cervical cancer no go ever be the young problem again. All the Europe and America and that medicine and they can give to them picking and the reason why I know they convict Bramaya because una na SLPP and I know say SLPP no say SLPP no sabi for do bad. SLPP person no say SLPP person now good no way go bring na this country. So that make another convince una and they just tell una say this na medicine where the government don't get for una picking them and una picking them would they give today and make sure say inshallah they not go get that sickness day. So for the worry for we self we not go worry for picking them. So at this juncture I want to take this opportunity for introduce to una or for present to una the man when are the people's president, The man will not believe say if for then a state house and do it work, but if for come to in people them and listen to in people them. The man will believe say where he give contracts to somebody for do the road, they pretend like say na that place he go work now for can check the road for know whether the work will give them they don't do it. The man will believe say the people that way he employ them for let them serve the people. So when it come for can see una, they come for know whether the people that way he employ then they can serve una the right way. Now that man there they present to una. The man where wants to picking them better. The man where they protect we picking them tomorrow. The man where wants let you picking get PhD like in young picking. The man where wants let you picking and young picking will sit down at the same classroom and learn the same book. Now that man there they present to una. So dear Bramaya, now una picking, now we all get them. Dear una put una hands together for retired Brigadier Julius Madavio.
Oh, sit down, please. Mr. Chairman, Madam First Lady, the Paramount Chief, Chief Minister, Ministers of Government, Members of Parliament, the Chairman of the Sierra Leone People's Party, the big one at the party, former Honorable them, I'm glad you for dinner today. I know say at the home. And I'm glad you for dinner at home. Okay. I don't know who's side for start, but I want to say I'm glad for come back home. Why? Because to make a reach Musa Adeso as president, a long road, difficult journey. But throughout that journey, from the time where Akana, this part of the country where they begin to work as a soldier, Una accept me as a son, as one of Unayon, and from that time we will establish that relationship, even throughout the political journey. Far in the north, as remote as here is, I always don't count on Una, and Una always support me throughout the journey. I want to say sorry because I'm not able to come back earlier than this. Because when I work now, I just don't join soldier as a young